what's up, everybody? I'm Doug.
And I'm Lorenzo.
And this is Good Suffering, and we're here for a special bonus episode, the first of its kind, haunted house review.
Yes, we're on the road right now.
Yeah, we're heading there. We're doing a little bit of a pre-show almost for you guys. We're heading to Lancaster, Pennsylvania's Field of Screams, and we are here with our producer and rarely heard member of Good Suffering, Taylor. Say hi, Taylor.
Don't get on mic, Taylor.
Hi.
There we go.
Taylor's involved. I'm just giving him a hard time.
Yeah. Taylor's coming along for this one with us. We're gonna experience the spooks together. Lorenzo, you got that list of the haunts up? The different houses? There's 4 different, haunted experiences at Field of Screams.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about them.
And we're gonna do all 4. Apparently.
Yeah, yes we are. We got a Scream Pass.
Yes. So, we have Haunted Hayride.
Mm-hmm.
Den of Darkness. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Haunted Hayride is basic name. You know, there's there's Haunted Hayride.
Yeah, Den of Darkness, which looks like there's a guy in a bowler cap.
It's 3.5 floors. That's the one with all the stairs I was telling you about.
Oh, good. I have to work out. Frightmare Asylum.
Mm-hmm.
And Nocturnal Wasteland, which looks really, really cool.
That's the outdoor, woodsy one. I'm really excited
like
for that.
Mad Max.
So yeah, like Mad Max Zombies kind of deal. Cool. You ever see the movie Wormwood? The Australian movie?
No.
It's it reminds me of that a little bit.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about it, I'm kind of a little nervous. I'm ready to get spooked.
Yeah,
So
you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Looking at even the logo image thing for Frightmare Asylum, there's this dude who looks like a clown in a straight jacket. So yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I didn't do anything last year at all, Halloween related, except for just hand out candy.
The only haunted house stuff I've ever done is at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, which is pretty family friendly. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's still scary based on I did a Texas Chainsaw Massacre house, things like that.
Yeah.
But no, definitely this is definitely a step up. You know what I mean? They don't have to worry about the volume of kids.
Yeah.
So this is definitely gonna be a scarier experience than anything I've ever done.
I'm honestly just shocked that I've gone to more haunted houses than you.
I'm shocked that I haven't really at all. You know, it's just I never found people to go, and there was a long time where I was afraid to because of some kinder trauma I had.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Ooh, this is good. I hope it brings back really dark memories.
Horrible memories
of yours.
Oh God. You're gonna hear me weep like a baby. I'm gonna come out of there still crying.
Yep. Doug, we got a show to do.
Taylor, what's your haunted house experience like?
Minimal to none.
Please speak into the mic.
It's so far away. Minimal to none. I went to a high school haunted house many years ago.
Our high school.
All 3 of ours.
And I knew everybody who was participating in that haunted house, and so I just kind of a dick the entire time and said hi to them.
Yeah, because you're so cool.
I had that happen.
You wanted to face your fears, but with nonchalance.
I
get that.
Irony.
I totally get that.
I had that happen to me too when I was doing haunted high school. I had people just coming by oh hey Doug, and I'm like,
You know what's funny is that I actually got a few legitimate scares doing it, but then I think the majority of other people just knew.
You know what? We wanted to do a zombie theme, my little crew. And there was another group who we just weren't friends with at all, and they wanted to do zombies too, so we all got stuck together, and the other group was just dicking around, and it really brought we were the last little section too. Mm-hmm. We were the closers, and it just I don't know, it hurt the whole experience for me, and I was really excited to participate and be part of a haunted house.
I remember too. Well, no, isn't that your year? No, I think it was a year younger than you. It was that one year that was just fucking stellar at everything. They won.
That was it's a great under. But they won everything.
They were such a close knit. That whole grade. Yeah. All friends with each other. It was nuts. Yeah. And I remember I never. Huh?
Might have been too young for me to remember.
Yeah, you weren't there because you're the oldie here. We're 3 tiers of years of high school here. I always forget that. But anyway, that grade, apparently they did amazing work, and I never got to go. I never actually went to that. Did you go to?
No, I didn't go.
That year's?
I was still bitter because ours was a big failure because not a lot of people showed up because a snowstorm hit that day, big bad snowstorm, and
was that Snowtober?
That was one of the bad ones. Yeah,
Oh, God.
it was rough. I was real bitter about that because that was the one fundraiser I participated in. The one thing I was really excited about. I was like, oh, I get to do horror shit for school? Like, hell yeah. And then, like, to have it turn out, I was just like, disenchanted.
It's all right. We're going to go get the shit scared out of us.
Yeah, we're going to get our spook on, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. But yeah, I guess we'll check back with you guys when we're done.
Yeah, you're gonna hear some more tremors in our voices. We're gonna be shaking.
It's already dark out, man. Like we're doing good.
Yeah.
So
stay tuned for more
good suffering.
Hi there, I'm Taylor Drees. Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh, I guess we're
just starting like that.
We're gonna just fade in like that. Okay.
Okay. Shit.
All right, so we are at what is this? Linden Diner.
Yeah, Linden something.
Linden something Diner. We don't have a menu anymore. Here near Lancaster. Maybe it's still in Lancaster.
Yeah, I think we're almost. Yeah, we're right in Lancaster area.
And we just left Field of Screams.
Yep, we're only like 5-6 minutes away.
Yeah. Very sweaty.
Very sweaty.
All three of us are
tired.
Yes.
The adrenaline's coming off, so we're just kind of like dying.
Yeah, we're coming down.
This is what heroin addicts feel like.
But I gotta say that was well worth the 2.5 hours and mental stress of trying to make it on time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go. That's our review.
Well, the way our night worked, we got there like real close to where the ticket booth closed.
Right on the money.
But they stay open until like midnight or so to make sure everybody gets their, screams in. They started us off on the haunted hayride.
Yes.
Which was just like, what a way to just throw us right into it.
Yeah. So what it was is that since we were there so late, they kind of told us what order to go in because they were going to be closing at a specific order. So the first thing that we had to do was a haunted hayride, which was like, we were all like on a flatbed kind of truck with a lot of hay. And a bunch of people.
One of whom was sleeping.
One of whom decided to be pretend sleeping.
I think he was belligerently, just drunk. I think he was gone or something.
Yeah.
I think that whole group was. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole group seemed weird.
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't dig him. But the ride itself was really cool.
Wild. They just threw us right into it. What was the theme of that first one with the pigs? It was kind of like a.
It was pigs.
Like a slaughterhouse kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It was like a Texas Chainsaw-y, Motel Heli kind of backwoods hillbilly.
Pure theater, and I loved that about it.
Well, so what happens is it's like a garage. It's like how would you say? Like it's a 2-door kind of garage. You know what it was? It looked like one of those
like a real big shed.
Like the drive-through, the
car wash.
beer barns kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Like a brew-through?
Yeah, brew-through. There's different names for those. Yeah. There's a lot of them. Anyway, so it was kind of like that. So the tractor kind of pulled us in there, and then all of a sudden the doors started closing in front of us and then behind us.
Which just I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Threw me off.
Just horrifying.
And then they dropped the pigs from the ceiling.
Yeah.
And, oh my god.
Pigs that are just cut up and bloody and hanging right above our heads. Yeah. Like you legitimately had to duck, otherwise it probably would have hit.
Yeah.
Your head.
I didn't know going into this that this was a place that could touch you.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I was surprised about that one.
Yeah. And the actors would get onto the truck. The actors would get over the side.
Half pigs just crawling down the middle of the hay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great, and then it was long. It was a long ride too.
Yeah.
And each shed, so to speak, or each section was a different environment. I think first was that kind of barn with the slaughterhouse, I'd say.
Yeah.
Then was like a cemetery, which was pretty neat. I don't remember the rest of the order, but there was some weird greenhouse with a bunch of spider alien-looking things.
So was that with the snake or no?
No, that was like that
alien.
Remember the one that was
aliens floated from the ceiling and
yeah, and they had that one creature that had their head ripped off or something.
Yeah. And the weird kind of xenomorph predator looking thing.
Freaky.
Yeah. It had the obligatory
clown
one, which I loved.
There was that
circus one. Yeah.
I loved it.
One of those girls was getting real close in with you, talking to you, kept getting in your face.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good actor fodder for some reason. It must be in the face.
It's because you're cute.
Or that. I
notice
cannot confirm or
notice
deny
it was
that.
all the girls going after you.
Fair.
It's true.
But I'm not here to talk about that. I can't say. I don't know.
Feel happy.
All right, so I'm a total stud when it comes to people that want to scare me. What else? I think, like, what else? There's like a futuristic, like, little wormhole that, like, nothing happened there.
But it was just super disorienting, made you feel like you were going upside down.
Yeah.
You had to walk through another one of those once you exited.
Yeah, once you leave, once the hayride's done, you have to walk through those things that makes you feel like it's like a bridge through like a wormhole, like the whole walls are like spinning around you but beneath you. It's kind of neon.
You know, what was great the whole time, I was kind of like watching out for you guys a little bit, like kind of, you know, you guys were all like, you were grabbing me real hard.
We huddled up. We huddled up.
Yeah.
What, on the hayride?
On the hayride, you were
because you were in the middle. It was me, you, and then Taylor.
But then, like, as soon as those chainsaws came out at the end, it was like
done.
I was.
You were tense. You like if my hand was like in yours, like, you would have broken my hand.
Childhood fears, man.
It's like the best part about it was like because it had so many different kind of tropes, like it all touched upon like each of our deepest fears.
Yeah, they had
like,
the clown house.
Clown house, like
there
for
was
me,
like the hillbilly thing with like, there was the thing with the girl that cut her head off.
Oh yeah,
that was really cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. Was that where the girl got on and was talking to us?
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, she was into me.
Yeah.
I'm not carrying that narrative. It's done now.
So that was great. What a great immersive way to just throw us in there.
It was very good. And it was, you know, since it was, you had to go through it. Like, there was no walking, so it just took you wherever it wanted. You know, you felt like you had control.
You couldn't, like, if they were lingering too long and something that scared you, you had to
Too bad.
But that's what's really cool about a haunted hayride. You know?
And you knew every section they were just going to come after you again, and you couldn't stop it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the next one was
The Den of Darkness.
Den of Darkness, and that one,
after some food.
Right.
Yeah,
we got some delicious.
I got some cheese pierogies and some fried pickles. Yeah, of course.
The fried pickles were amazing. But no, the Den of Darkness. That was really cool. That was
teamed up with some children.
A family just kind of was like, "Hey, can we jump on with you?" I guess the kids were scared, and I think the mom was scared.
No, the mom was scared. The mom was like, "I'm not going in the front, so can we like go with you so we can be in the middle?" And then they split us up anyway.
Yeah, she told me like 3 times. She was almost ready to run over her kids.
I think that was my favorite.
Really?
Den of Darkness. I'm gonna go that.
That was my second favorite.
Yeah.
Whoa! Let's get through all of them.
Okay.
But it was great.
It was really great. Cool. They have this great little queue line system that worked really well, where they split you up and they just send you with the 4 rows.
Yeah.
And the lights. They did that with all of them, besides the hayride.
From the hayride.
And that was pretty effective. You know, you feel like the spacing's well, and you feel kind of isolated, but you're also with your group. We had a certain order going in, and then they split us up, making us sit in the chairs to unlock the door.
Yeah,
that was cool.
3 people
that
have
was
to
a
sit
fun
in the chair.
touch.
Yeah. Oh, and like right in there, like just the first thing that you do when you go inside, there's like a lady sitting in one of the 3 chairs.
I didn't think that was a real person.
Yeah, she was sitting so still. And then the ceiling is coming down on top of you, like at an angle. And she's like, in order to get out, 3 of you have to sit down. And then like she let the family go. So then they were screwed. And like the lady even said something. She's like, oh, we made a deal. And then like the lady was like, oh, well, you broke the rules, so you have to keep going. Really fun.
Yeah, man. And that was. Where's the order of events with that? Was the tickling girl was before?
That was before like
the crawler.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Thank you. We're still at a diner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Our food's gonna come. But there was the girl who kept tickling us and.
Tickling us?
Well, you a lot, but she kept reaching. I got it like a lot of times. I don't know if you noticed.
She got me real good once, and then she knew that I was freaking out. I was screaming. I was losing my voice, and then she just followed me for a long time.
That was professionalism. They were good.
Yeah, they were all really good. All the acting was really on point.
I think one big plus is like the fact that they could touch you and that they were so good at like just hiding, like grabbing your legs or grabbing your hair, like if they're above you.
Yeah, everybody kept touching my hair, talking about my hair. I guess that's what I get for dyeing it.
Grabbing green hair. Yeah. But no, I think the big part of Den of Darkness was crawling.
Oh god.
Yeah.
There's a guy right there, like a little like attic space area where we were, because it's a floor. It's like 3 floors, 3.5.
Yeah, I guess that was the half floor.
And so we went all the way up, and when we get to like the top, we had to go on our hands and knees. Like the guy at the door was like hands and knees. I thought he was just a freak.
I was crouching. I was ready to like sprint.
Nope. You had to crawl, and it was pitch black.
Crawling over what felt like bodies.
Yeah, I guess I was behind you, and Taylor was in front.
I was so disoriented, I didn't know which way to go. I didn't want to bump into one of them.
Yeah.
I kept on calling back to you guys.
And then there was someone behind me that kept grabbing my legs.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, as you're crawling, you can't see anything, but all you feel are just, like, I guess,
little fleshy
dummies
things.
or something. Yeah, they, like, felt like bodies. And I freaked out. Like, I grabbed on you. I think I pulled on, like, on your pants.
You kept telling me. And then right as we got to the end, you were trying to get past me. You were like, done with waiting behind me.
I passed
you. You were abandoning me.
No, but I grabbed you.
And then you once you got out first.
I got out first, and then I'll save you. I'm not strong enough in there.
And then there was the love of my life.
With the binky.
Little pacifier.
That was Zen of Darkness?
Yeah.
That was Zen of Darkness.
Just staring me down, and then like she went to smile at me. She took it out, and blood pours out of her mouth. And I just found my new fetish.
Oh wow! Hey, you heard it here first.
Oh boy!
And then so after that,
well, at the end of that is the chainsaws, right? Well, the one guy with the chainsaw, or what happens at the end of Den of Darkness?
They chase you out with the chainsaw.
Yeah, right.
They did, but they didn't like chase us. Like they just like told you to get out.
We didn't show. We didn't show enough fear for him to like really chase us.
Yeah, I guess not.
Like we did at the end.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because that got.
That was bad. But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So after that, the one that we were most, at least I was anticipating quite a bit. I think you were pretty excited for this one too. Was Wasteland.
The Nocturnal Wasteland.
Nocturnal Wasteland.
Yeah, I love the concept of that. Like,
yeah, it turned out to be a little bit of flat delivery.
Yeah.
I guess because they didn't have as many actors. Maybe a bunch of people didn't show up, or they had to relegate them to other places that they thought were more important.
Yeah, I think that one like really suffered from just not enough people because there were so many places that you saw that could have been hiding. And it was just empty.
There was like a long stretch at the beginning with nobody.
With nothing.
And I was like, is it all going to be like this? But no, it picked up towards the end of it, I guess.
Yeah, when they come screaming and running at you.
But like as far as design and build and the whole kind of playground aspect of it, you know what I mean? With like the floors sliding and the bridge.
The rickety
that
bridge.
was really cool.
Yeah, I loved all that.
That was, consistently what I liked most about the experience was that just like, maybe not just the attention to detail, but like the animatronics and the way the floor was and the way that they just like every part of it moved, and it wasn't just like go from here to here to here to here and people jump out at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it really was,
it was really,
kind of
really
like really
design.
interesting technical aspect to it.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that for all of them. Just from the very beginning, like
all four.
Like when you walk in, right? When you first walk into like just the grounds, it just looks like an amusement park, just like and just solely dedicated to haunted
That was
houses.
so cool. Like I just felt like I was walking into this whole big thing. Like I was transformed into another world or something.
And it was at that moment that I kind of realized like this was probably like more elaborate than I thought. Because I've been to a couple. One of the ones that sticks out most to me was Eastern State Penitentiary, which I went to a couple of years ago.
Oh, you have been?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's good. It's really scary, but like it's confined within the actual penitentiary itself. It was effective. It was scary, but like something about this just felt like on a whole another level. But yeah, so the Wasteland, I feel like it might be better on other days, maybe like at the peak of the season.
Yeah, in October.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still.
But it was still cool. It was still fun.
That
And we
really
also
good
like
story.
it was a kind of a disorienting spot. Like you really didn't know where you were going with Nocturnal.
Oh, it was all outside.
So like
too.
once we like kind of smacked into the back of the last group.
Yeah.
It was like them getting all the scares, and then the actors would turn around and go, oh, they're here now too. So
Yeah, that's
we
why
missed a little bit of that.
I was kind of hoping like we could like stay back at one point. 'Cause we were getting gypped of the scares.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. But still, it was a cool theme and everything.
Yeah, like there's the whole like branding story. You're entering some like mutant camp of like people that got together, and I don't know. They put up fake axes to my neck, and I was sweating.
Oh, that guy did put on the axe. Yeah.
Yeah. Once I got into Nocturnal is really where I start to hit my stride, because like that's when I could interact with them a little bit more. I got the brand guy.
You totally gave up.
I gave up Taylor hard.
Yeah.
And with my arm that's entirely tatted on one side.
Yeah.
Just lifted up his arm and go, look at his tats.
Yeah, I showed mine.
Because he tried to brand us.
Yeah.
One guy wanted me as a sex slave, I believe, and I was kind of going with it.
The guy was like, oh, hey, cutie to me, and I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to scream, I'm bi, I can't read signs. I'm so bad at that. I don't get signals, I'm bi. But
Yeah, but like the very ending of that, it was just like a long stretch of nothing, and that kind of, and it
Even
seemed,
the ending, like ending.
yeah, like that long walk.
Yeah.
I felt like that was an opportunity for somebody with like a chainsaw or a power drill or something like that to just run and chase
or just
you.
I don't know, someone just like standing there the
Yeah.
entire time as you're walking towards the exit, and you just have to walk past, and that would have freaked me out.
You know what screwed me up? I think in Den of, not to backtrack, but Den of Darkness,
Yeah.
with all the people dressed the same and all the white.
Oh, like the cloth, like you said, this reminds me of the nun or
Yeah,
something.
like I've seen the nun. I know how this ends.
Yeah, everybody was draped and like they all looked like mannequins.
And you
like,
couldn't
everyone
couldn't
was a
tell
mannequin.
which was a mannequin, which was a person, and that's
Yeah.
what like really like freaked me out.
One of them just like didn't
They
do
do
anything. Like they just got in my face.
Did you notice that in Frightmare in the asylum, they did the same thing but with the weird like nurse things from Silent Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did the same thing. That was so freaky. That freaked me out.
Yeah.
And the clown stuff. Remember, there was a room full of clowns. I think that was.
Was that right at the end?
Yeah.
Is that?
That was the thing at the
The
end. where
chainsaw
chased
clowns at the
Oh,
end.
jeez. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, there were chainsaw clowns at the end of the last one,
Okay, all right. So let's
Yeah,
go on to
so-
Frightmare Asylum then.
which was my number one.
Yeah, that's your number one. Fair.
That was my number one.
Yeah, that's really. That's at the end of that. You were really.
By the way, we were all like sweating. Like I was
Yeah, all
sweating
of
from
us.
like just from.
Even after the hayride, almost.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
starting
yeah.
to break out. And I was like, ugh.
I think like what was it? The second one was Den of Darkness. I was definitely sweating going through that house, climbing up and stuff. The crawling didn't help. And then just by the end of the day, like going to Frightmare Asylum,
Yeah.
drenched.
Yeah.
The best part about one was like the pacing of it. Like it starts off really claustrophobic, and by the end, like you kind of see what's coming, but you know you can't go back, so you have to walk into it, and that freaks you out all the more.
Yeah.
Garçon?
Garçon.
Coffee. Garçon means boy.
Je suis un garçon.
But yeah, I really liked Frightmare too.
Ooh, fancy.
You're having no bacon, right?
Thank you.
Welcome. Got the wheat toast.
Here, thank you.
This. Strawberries. That, thanks. Pancakes.
Yep, thank you.
Shakes are a little warm. Thank you very much. Here we go. Enjoy, guys. Some more coffee? Yes, please.
Yeah.
Should we? We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back after these messages. And we're back.
Yeah.
We're on the road again.
on the road again.
I just can't wait to get on the road again. And back up north
Yeah.
and east.
Back to Jersey.
Back to Jersey. But where we left off, we were talking about the last house.
The
On the left.
Frightmare Asylum.
Yes. And I wanted to just talk about one key part that really freaked me the heck out. It was bad. It was a bad moment. I screamed.
We're jumping ahead of even the beginning of this thing.
No. I mean,
Well,
it's
even in the queue line there. All right, we were like right there at the end of like almost them closing.
Yes.
Yet the house was still packed full of actors.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it was loaded.
there were some actors, I guess, who had gotten off from like maybe the haunted hayride had closed or something like that, and they were on the line waiting too.
Yeah, they wanted to go in.
Yeah, they
but
wanted to
They
go
let
in.
us go first because we're actually
Customers.
paying customers. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were cool though. All the people there seemed pretty cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't know how cool like Lancaster was. Even in the diner, there were a lot of like cool tatted people with
Yeah.
like
Some cool, interesting style. A lot of great tattoos though.
Yeah.
Like even at the end, like I was just kind of reminded like how I really need more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Am I skipping ahead? Okay, so talk a little bit more about Frightmare then, I guess.
Refresh me on how Frightmare starts.
So first of all, I just want to say that
Yeah, no, I remember now.
I was going to say that I think it was a great way to end ultimately.
Yeah.
That was definitely just ending on a strong note.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that.
Probably
Why
the strongest
exactly?
note. Probably the strongest note to end on.
Yeah, because if we would have,
then it would have been weird.
yeah, if we would have gone on to do something else after how it ended, that would have just been like a weird turn of events. But yeah, okay, so now that you remember, go on.
So we it basically starts where we almost get like a tour guide for the first couple of seconds.
Yes.
Because the guy comes out and leads us in, and then we're immediately bombarded by actors.
Yes. It was like
Immediately,
us three.
there's like 5 like in our face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In a small room.
There's like the one guy like he's like leads you in and then turns around and gets at you, and then there's like the girl, and then there's more that come out of the back.
Like all of a sudden,
super cool way to just throw you right the fuck in.
Mm-hmm.
And this one had a lot of stairs and stuff too. This was
a lot of climbing.
yeah, a lot of disorientation.
Yeah.
Where does it go from there? Taylor, do you remember?
Nope.
You don't know exactly where.
There's like 3 things I remember from that place because everything else was just kind of me in a daze trying to make it through.
A lot of like exposed wires. I feel like in almost all of the
A lot of shocks and loud
yeah,
noise.
a lot
This
of
freaked me
like
out.
pop caps. Like just popping like gunshots and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to get to, I guess like the bigger, really scarier parts.
The birth.
Yeah. And that was
The one that I missed.
Our birth.
Yeah,
Not,
okay.
We didn't witness a birth.
so.
We were the birth.
I wish.
Yeah, Taylor and I, we went through. Okay, so first of all, Taylor's in front. I'm behind him, and Doug is behind me, and we're kind of going through like, I guess that might have been like where the dentist area was, like where like the toothbrush.
It was like almost right after that.
Yeah, exactly. So like
We like hooked and came around, and then we were.
and that's when it happened. Yeah.
Mhm.
So there's like one guy like brushing his own teeth, and like some girl like strapped to like the doctor's chair. He's like offering you, Taylor, to brush your teeth, and he says something about like how your teeth are nasty.
Yeah.
And I couldn't help but agree because I just wanted to get the hell out. I was like, yeah, you're right, bro. Bye.
Why would you agree though?
I just make friends with the people that want to kill me.
My dentist says they're pretty okay.
They're all right. And so like right after that, we're going to this room, and this is like the one part that like I've experienced before. At Eastern State Penitentiary, they had like a similar little gimmick where you have to walk through like basically like airbags, and there's only one area that you can walk through, just right in the middle. So you're like stuck in between these walls of air.
You're talking about the walls of air.
Yeah.
I didn't see that, but there was the thing with the floor being like that too.
Right. No, that's not that. Like we have to walk through walls that are like basically filled with air.
Almost
the
acting like lungs or something.
Yeah, the only way you could go through is just through. So we're going, and I got Taylor because I'm like, okay, Taylor, you got to go. Like I've done this before. Like just keep going. I turn around. I'm waiting for you. I don't see you. Like Doug is gone. Doug is freaking not behind me. So I'm like, Taylor, hold on. I just thought you were lagging. I'm like, Doug. I turn around, and the dude with like some freaking crazy ass like mask is like chasing after me. And I start yelling at the top of my lungs. I'm like, Taylor, go! Like they got Doug. They got Doug, man. Just keep going. Where is he? And it was so bad, like at the top of my lungs. I don't know how you didn't hear me, Doug. But so where were you? So what happened to you?
Okay, so I guess maybe the same guy. Was it a big, tall guy?
Big, huge, hulking, massive.
I think
guy.
I guess that was part of the whole thing. I was lagging behind you a little bit, just like checking everything out and like just trying to like gingerly get past him. And he like steps in front of me and goes, "Want to play a game?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay," and he like kind of puts his arm around me and leads me away from where you guys walked, and I'm like, oh no. And he opens up this door I didn't even see, like just flush with the wall, and he like kind of pushes me in and goes, "Watch your head," and slams it behind me, slams the door. And basically I had to walk through this like real small space, almost like, remember when we first walked into the den, darkness?
Yeah.
And like the wall kind of, the ceiling kind of caved in?
Down,
it was like that, but it didn't come down, it was already like that.
Just there.
And I had to go around, and I couldn't hear anything, and then I came out of like this curve, and that's when we met up again. So I had no idea what happened to you guys in between. I thought I was going a whole different way. I thought somebody was going to jump out. I was fucking terrified.
I was pissed at you though.
It was not my fucking fault.
I was like, Doug, where the hell were you, man? Like I thought you were gone, man. I thought it was it. And I had some dude behind me. I was just, and I swear to God, people, that was by far the scariest part. The scariest thing I've ever gone through, I think. Just turning around and not seeing Doug. Losing him would be awful, and not only that, have some scary ass dude chasing me instead. Other portions of it besides before we get to the end.
Well, that was right where we got to the cockroach room.
Yes.
Which didn't really faze me because they weren't moving or anything.
Right.
And I was just too, like, I was, like, almost in a daze from, like, what had happened. And, like, getting, you know, separated from you guys. And I wasn't even, I was just like, just get as far away from that as possible. Just go.
The sound was bad because it sounded like just like water was dripping.
Yeah.
And I think you also heard like the sound of like the bugs crawling around.
Yeah, and there's like crunchy shit on the floor, so you felt like you were stepping on them.
Oh my god, that totally went right over my head. I had no idea.
I was feeling all that.
Yeah.
And then like when we got up the stairs, then there's like that one person standing there and some half person on the floor.
Oh my god,
yes.
I didn't want to, like, walk her. I was spooked.
And there was nowhere to
She
go.
said she liked my shoes, though.
That
was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and there was so like the half person was there. You
It's like-
had to walk.
Yeah, and it was like
right in
really
front of
close
them.
proximity. There's like maybe like half a foot on either side of him to get around.
Yeah.
And
No, they were both women.
And he grabs you, or she grabs you. Whatever. The
Yeah.
half person grabs you. And then right after that, right after the corner, like after they're grabbing onto my pant leg, there's like another person hiding under like a box or something that grabs onto my leg again. Immediately after, like I'm still trying to recover, and they grab onto me. I think one of the things I screamed the loudest tonight was they grabbed my jeans, man.
yes.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you were really freaked out. I mean, honestly, I would say, I guess because I didn't see you, like, right when you first lost me,
Yeah.
but I thought the most scared you were was in that tunnel. Like, crawling.
Oh, but okay, so yeah, I mean, like scaring you was scaring you. Losing you was like downright scary, like legitimately scary. But crawling, I don't think I've never experienced anything like that. Like that sensation of crawling over bodies.
That was the closest thing I ever felt to, like, being in a horror movie.
Yeah, that was visceral. It was nuts.
I just like how they like, I guess, lowered the fucking ceiling so often because like when you're like lower to the ground, you feel like you're on your guard even more.
Yeah.
Because it's just like your
You feel
body's
very-
displaced.
You can't move as fast, you feel really vulnerable.
Yeah. Because like
You know what fucked me up, though? Not to, like, jump around, but in the hayride when they dropped the thing right on our heads, like the big tarp or whatever that was.
yes.
Oh yeah.
That I was like not feeling that at all. I was like, no, Reamstown. Sorry, I'm just reading road signs. We're on the road.
Shoot. Yeah. So really scary stuff tonight. I definitely was losing my voice.
You guys really needed a long break after that last one, though.
Yeah.
But we didn't even talk about the end. We didn't even talk about the end of Friday.
We haven't. So after all said and done, like we ended up getting back downstairs basically. We get to like a dead end.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like two doors you could
There
open.
were two doors.
And,
yeah.
and Taylor, like, turns back and looks at us like, what do we do? What do we do?
Yeah, and we had to choose one of them. I think there was only ever one door to really go through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we didn't
said-
try
there was
the
an
other
exit
one.
sign that was way high up on on the wall.
Oh, okay. So Taylor's in front again, and
Yeah.
like you just
So I pushed-
gingerly open.
Yeah, I
it.
gingerly opened the door, and then like it's a fucking padded room, and you see like a clown in the fucking corner
it
holding
just-
a
it just, like,
fucking
hanging.
chainsaw, and
As
just
soon as
like
he sees us, it was just on.
yeah, and like I guess I gotta go through, and
Because
I was just slowly going through. It's just the worst idea. You
And we
gotta
just huddled
move.
and took it. We didn't even try to
No.
figure anything out. We were just like, okay, this is where we die.
Because one
Okay,
thing I
great.
noticed was like I went in right after Taylor, and I was looking around. I was like, oh my god, there's no way to go out. And then at that point, you had walked in, so the door was basically like closing at that point.
Yeah.
Like that was it. We were in this room, no exit.
Yeah,
When
I
I
had no idea.
the way I was scoping it out, I didn't even see an exit. I was
Yeah.
like, oh no.
And then all of a sudden, this person like freaking yanks the chainsaw and puts us in the corner.
Yep.
We had nowhere to go. If we were in a horror movie, we all would have been chopped up
Yep.
right then and there.
And they did try to chop us up. They
And
put
then-
the chainsaw right on me.
And then they literally put it on my body too. And then someone comes in through the door we have to go through with another chainsaw.
Honestly, just to be a little critical, if they never touched me with that chainsaw,
Yeah.
I would have been much more afraid. Because as soon as it touched me and I was like, oh, it is definitely fake,
Right.
it almost brought me
It
out of the
freaks you out.
illusion.
Yeah.
But if they had just like waved it in my face or around my body, I would have never known whether or not there was a real chain on it.
I don't know though, because on the hayride, they did that really, really effectively. because on the hayride, I think they put the chainsaw against like the ground that you're sitting on, against the actual bed.
Rail.
Yeah, and you just felt the vibration of it like right next to you, and that was a really scary sensation to feel.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, so in that padding room, the door opens and someone else comes in with a chainsaw. I'm like, Doug, go. Like, just go. Like, we see the opening, get past and just go. And then what happens right when we get outside the door? Another person with a chainsaw. A clown.
The creepiest clown, too,
Yeah.
with the pointed chin and everything.
And we had seen him the whole night, basically
Chasing people.
Yeah.
Right? And in my mind, I was like, I'm not gonna chase. I'm not gonna let him chase me. Like, he can't do anything. This is so fun. Like, I'll take it. Well, he starts chasing us all, and I've never sprinted.
There's not a single one of us that didn't fucking run.
I sprinted really, really fast.
Yeah.
Like, he's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
And with
They
the chainsaw.
assigned a good guy for that role.
Yeah.
To do all that, and that was the end of the night. So he had just done like 4 or 5 hours at least of running around chasing people.
And it's like, I'm surprised he had so much energy because like the first time we saw that happen, the guy, there was like a woman he was chasing down, and he chased her down for like
all
3-4 minutes. Like they looped around like the concession
The whole
area.
entire area.
She
He
ran
wasn't
back
giving up.
towards the fucking asylum.
and he cornered her.
Yeah.
He got her.
Yeah, he was fast, man, and he was relentless. But it was good.
Yes.
That was like as we said before, that was the best way to end the night.
Yeah, that was
Because we were all like
Best
drenched in sweat,
in my opinion.
trying to catch up, our breath.
Yeah.
So you said that's your favorite?
Yeah, out of the 4, I think that one was my favorite. Just
Mine
because,
too.
like, I think because I was in front most of the time, we were in a very tiny group, no one else around,
Yeah.
and I don't know, asylums just do it for me.
Yeah, it was really freaky. It's my personal favorite too, and I know that Doug, you said that Den of Darkness was more.
Den of Darkness, because it was just so goddamn interactive, and I guess I wasn't expecting it. And by the time I got to Frightmare, I was like, okay, I had a lay of the land a little bit. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew along what lines to expect. But like Den of Darkness, like I didn't know I was gonna get touched like that. I didn't know about like what would like the interactivity of it. I didn't know that they were just gonna like. I didn't know the tricks that were up their sleeve.
Yeah.
And then once I figured those out, it was still like A+ fantastic experience, but nothing I wasn't prepared for Den of Darkness. And then the crawling and the girl who kept tickling us and poking us. I still feel it in my ribs, man. And just like I don't know. There was just like something about that initial shock that really like sticks with me.
Yeah, that really woke me up because like the barn or the hayride was scary, but this was where like it gets real. This is like you're walking through a haunted house, and like you said, like it really just shows you like this is what you can expect for the rest of the night.
I'll tell you what though, we've got a hell of a lot of haunts ahead of us for the next couple of months. They set a fucking high bar for our first one, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, just a great experience.
We're gonna do a rating system for any of these since we're doing
Are
reviews.
we?
I was curious.
It's up to you. We don't really need
Like, I
to.
feel like I have nothing to compare it to at the moment.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Well, we'll give it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah. 6 thumbs up.
6 thumbs up. Good time with your clothes on. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It was just great. I'm really excited to see what happens as the season goes on. As we mentioned, like it's relatively early.
We're all pretty, we're kind of haunted house virgins to all different levels. So like, it's gonna be a fun ride.
Yeah.
Seeing more of this, I was nervous that maybe I wouldn't like it. Maybe I would like adopt this sort of bro-y attitude of like nothing could scare me as like a
the dudes
defense
on
mechanism.
The hayride. That's what annoyed me most.
Oh
like,
no! On the line when he's like, "Oh, that's a mask." The fucking like yeehaw motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's a mask. Like that pissed me off
Like,
so
no
much.
shit,
Like
it's a
don't
mask.
like yes, we all know it's an illusion. We all know it's something like that. But like stop.
Like you're there specifically to get scared. Like let it happen. Like be open to it.
I was gonna like when he was coming around. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna say something witty. I'm gonna be like, oh, did that happen in there? Or something like that, and that dude just being like, it's a mask, and like you could see the guy like came over, he was like a little upset at that.
Right.
Like it totally threw all of us out of the moment.
I'm pretty sure that was the same guy that like was just like throwing himself around. they were all throwing hay on the hayride.
Yeah. There was the one guy who was like just like laying down through the whole thing. Like, why spend money to go there if you're gonna just like mock the experience?
Around.
You know what I mean? This is not like a $10 thing. We spent almost $40 a person to do all 4.
Yeah, if it wasn't for like the discount, we got a coupon.
Yeah,
or a coupon, as we like to call them.
Yes, a nice coupon, a coupon. That's what they say at work. Oh, somebody's got a coupon.
Coupon. Yeah, so no, just don't be like that. You know, as you said, like, you know, we're all relatively new. We're not seasoned professionals when it comes to haunted houses.
Not at all.
So just be open to the experience. You know, and Doug, you actually mentioned this in the line for the hayride. Like, we were all 3 different versions of like anxious, or 3 different versions of anticipation.
I was scared. I was the scared one.
Yeah.
Ironically.
I was like just excited. Like at that point when I'm waiting in the line, like I just really want to get on with it.
I was described as chill. I didn't feel chill, but I looked it apparently.
Oh yeah, he kept his composure through a lot more than I thought he was. The hayride was where I saw you the most scared. I guess because there was the most physical contact between us.
Most physical contact, yeah, and also the powerless feeling, like you just gotta sit there and take it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no like pacing like that you're in control of. You just sit there and you move when they make you move.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, you know, no matter what you feel about haunted houses, you know, if you're really scared, if you're excited, just like genuinely be open to it. Like we all know it's make believe, but just be there to have a good time.
Yeah. Scream a little bit.
Scream, lose your voice.
Oh yeah, I mean, I loved it. I loved just like giving myself over to the experience. I texted Lindsay right after we did Den of Darkness, and I said, I think this is the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah.
I think this is the most fun I've like ever had doing any kind of attraction thing. Disney World, Universal, all that. Like, this is just right up my alley. And I didn't know if like a real genuine haunt like would, you know, do it for me. But like, oh yeah, man. It's like living through. It's what's cool about it is like, it's all. I'm not gonna say it's like you're in a movie, because obviously the stakes are not real. But you're just experiencing this like great, you know, and just the aesthetics too. You know, I'm such a visual guy. I just loved how the animatronics and everything is just like submersing myself in horror was just awesome. And I'm kicking myself because I wish I had started doing this when I was like 13, 14.
But you're doing it now, and it's on the podcast,
and we're doing a hell of a lot of them.
Yeah. Shoot. All right. So first round of haunted house field trip is a success.
Oh, 100%.
Amazing.
And this is definitely the farthest we're gonna go for one too. So
Lord, I hope so.
So this is like definitely like we're kicking it off with a bang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It says we're gonna get back home at 3:25. Is that my house?
No, that's not that's my house.
Okay.
You'll be there earlier.
Still 3 hours, or not 3 hours, but you know, 3 o'clock in the morning.
We're 2 hours away from my house right now.
That's wild.
But yeah, I guess I don't want to say where we're going next because that's going to be a little bit of a spoiler. But
True.
I will say, it's going to be part of a regular episode, and it's going to tie in.
Yeah.
So let your mind go wherever you want. I'm certainly excited. This is us bending the rules of the podcast hard in multiple ways.
Is it?
Yeah, we'll talk about that more off air.
Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah. So the next, it won't be a bonus episode. It'll be part of.
Unless we go to one on a whim next week.
Okay, perhaps.
We'll just spend all your money.
Yeah. We'll just put it this way: that there will be an episode where it's a review, you know, just regular movie, like we always do. But also included on top of it is a haunted house that ties in.
Yeah. In a big way. In a big way.
So look forward to that.
Mm-hmm. That'll be the episode after the upcoming one, which is XX. Just a reminder, it's on Netflix.
Yes.
We got to cover it all. You know, we got to plug the regular show.
That's right.
Yeah. And we will be, next time you hear us, we will be back in the studio. A little less atmospheric noise for you guys. And I guess don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And thank you for starting with a bonus episode. And don't forget to leave us a review or give us a like. Anything. We are on social media. We're on Twitter at good_suffering. We are on Instagram at Good Suffering Podcast. And we are on Facebook at Good Suffering: Horror Podcast. Thank you. And once again,
I was just going to cut you off real quick. Big thanks to Taylor, our producer,
Oh yeah.
for coming along. Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you. I just want to say, for true fans, you've probably noticed me just heavy breathing and page turning in the background of the regular podcast.
He sits there and reads while
Yeah.
we talk.
And I fact check every once in a while.
That's
Very
good.
rarely, but I've done it.
Puts us in our place. He's a great producer.
And if you want more Taylor in the future, it's probably not going to happen as often as you want. But let them know to feed my ego.
Yes.
And
we
thank
agree
you.
with that.
He wants,
Just thank you.
he wants to be wanted, but he doesn't want to like put in the work. You know what I mean? He wants to leave a little bit of leave the audience wanting something.
Exactly.
This has been.
Well, I guess yeah. Oh, come on, let me do my whole spiel.
Oh.
Thank you guys, and once again, this has been Good Suffering.